Today on Live Daily News, Tessa Koskovich sat down with Dr. Kennedy with Angelo State about the ASU's Rider Conference, and then a fire displaced a San Angelo resident, and the animal shelter has changed things up a bit. We'll get right into that after these messages from Jim Bass and Carpet Tech.
When I was at work and my daughter called and said, "Mom, there's water in the basement."
There was quite a bit of water in our carpet.
There's water coming out your front door.
And I saw water coming out of the garage closet.
I called Carpet Tech.
I really felt like I was being treated professionally and personally and friendly.
They came in, they said, "Don't worry about this, we're gonna get it taken care of."
I think what matters the most to me is that I feel comfortable and that I can trust them.
You hear that? That's alerting you that it's truck month at Jim Bass Ford. So it's time for huge savings with 12 grand off MSRP on a new Ford Expedition.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. 12 grand off MSRP on a new Ford Expedition. But you gotta hurry. This is a limited time offer only at Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassmuch.com.
Hey y'all, it's Tessa with San Angelo Live. I'm here with Dr. Kennedy from ASU with the Creative Writing Department. We heard that the writing conference is coming up with a keynote speaker. Can you get into that a little bit?
Yeah, so the ASU Writers Conference is held in honor of Elmer Kelton every year. Elmer Kelton, he was a renowned author of Western literature, published over 40 books, and he was a longtime member of the San Angelo community. So each year we hold the writing conference in his honor. This year is the 28th iteration of the conference, and we always bring a really renowned and popular author to ASU's campus. So previous keynote speakers include Tim O'Brien, Leslie Marmon Silko, some just really big names. And this year's is the poet Jenny Brown. She's former Texas laureate poet. She's published over 5 books. And she's a professor of English and creative writing at Trinity University in San Antonio. So we're very excited to have her on ASU's campus.
Awesome. What stood out about Dr. Brown that made you guys think that she could speak to the literary students on campus?
Mm-hmm. So last year we had a prose writer, so we do try to mix it up genre-wise because we have students on campus who are writing fiction, poetry, nonfiction. So we did want to have a poet this year. But Jenny Brown's poetry, it is at times regional, so it's nice to have someone who is actually working and writing in Texas. But I think the thing about her work that really stands out, it's really multi-layered, and it's able to sort of locate surprising observations in the mundane. So at times there's a sort of a fascination, even a dismay with the vagaries of life that she's able to communicate with the various voices with which she brings to her poems. So I think she's a poet who is both mystifying at times, but also really accessible. So it's a really good and strong contemporary poet that students can definitely get something from.
Awesome. That's really cool. So it kind of like would speak mainly to your creative writers and showing them how to speak out of the box and really be their own style more than anything else.
Yeah, certainly. And the other really cool thing about this conference, in addition, so Jenny Brown will do an interview in the morning on March 6th, and then that'll be with poetry professor Dr. Lawrence Brown. So that's at 9:30 in the morning. It's open to the public. And then she gives a craft talk and a keynote address at 4:30 p.m. So, and that's also open to the public. But in addition to Jenny Brown's keynote appearances, we also have a series of other readings with panelists from around the region. So I'm not sure how many people know this, but Texas is actually home to some of the most competitive graduate creative writing programs in the country. And we're really lucky to have a bunch of other readers who are affiliated with those programs also reading at this event. Many of whom already have their own books published, are publishing in really competitive journals. So throughout the day on Thursday and then also on Friday morning, we have these other readers showing up. So in addition to Jenny Brown, there'll just be a lot of really good writing being shared. So even for someone who's not into creative writing, I think there will be something for everyone, a variety of genres. And I think people who just kind of open themselves up to looking at these authors sharing their work, you never know what's going to transport you.
So having more than one speaker, having more than just the one keynote speaker, is that something, and having like a wide variety of local speakers, is that something that's unique to ASU, or does that happen at other colleges? Or
well, it's not necessarily unique to ASU, but what is unique about this conference is it's one of the only conferences in the region that is free and open to the public, requires no registration. So I think it represents a really nice synthesis of participation from both the San Angelo community and also the ASU community. So these keynote addresses tend to have students, faculty, and then also just members of the community kind of all coming together and enjoying some really good literature.
Awesome. Will there be an opportunity for citizens to interact with Jenny Brown if they have any questions or want to get into?
So she will be doing, I believe it's 2 different book signings after each of these keynote events. So there will be books for sale, and people will have the opportunity get their books signed by Jenny Brown. And I'm not sure, I don't think there's a formal Q&A this year, but certainly some opportunities for interaction.
Okay, awesome. Is there like any information on ASU's page on how to get it, or when the dates are? Or?
Yeah. So the conference is on March 6th and March 7th, so that's
Perfect.
next Thursday and Friday. The full schedule can be found on the conference website. So you can go to angelo.edu and navigate over to the Natalie Zan Ryan Department of English and Modern Languages. The link to the conference page will be there. Or you can simply just Google ASU Writers Conference and the link will pop right up.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you in the studio.
Into the news last night, a fire engulfed a San Angelo home near the intersection of Claremont and Van Zandt Street, leaving one person displaced after the home burned down. It also sent one person to the hospital. The house took severe damage and had to be demolished for safety reasons, according to San Angelo Deputy Fire Marshal Eric Martinson. The fire is still under investigation. And the San Angelo Animal Shelter has eased intake of animals and will accept surrendered animals in an effort to reduce the amount of animals on the streets of the city. San Angelo city officials also addressed social media rumors that the shelter euthanized 45 animals. According to the city, the shelter euthanized 15 dogs, 1 for medical reasons and 14 for aggression. To prevent this, the city has urged residents to foster or adopt animals. And this has caused some drama as Contra Valley Paws has criticized the shelter's euthanasia policy change and have claimed that these changes will lead to more euthanasia. Paws also said in a social media post that the shelter will euthanize stray dogs without a collar or microchip after 72 hours and may kill owners' surrendered animals or dogs upon arrival. They have also urged residents to contact City Manager Daniel Valenzuela and City Council members to oppose the change. And we'll be right back with weather after this quick word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
Now into weather. We have a pleasant weekend ahead with a slight chance of rain. Highs will remain under 80 from today until Monday. Those are expected to reach up to 78 over the weekend. Lows look to hang out around 50 degrees. Those rain chances hit on Sunday, but it's only a 20% chance at the moment. And now here's a word from Kano's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Contra Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app to stay up to date with news from in and around the Contra Valley. Thanks again, and Hoops returns tomorrow.